Good morning, dear students. Hope you all are staying safe and you are following online classes regularly. Let's move on to the topic GLP part 5 today. What is the topic? Good laboratory practices, that is GLP part 5. Let us see the contents of class. It comprises of protocol for conduct of a non-clinical laboratory study. Protocol for conduct of a non-clinical laboratory study. Second one is records and reports. Let's move on to the first part, that is protocol for conduct of a non-clinical laboratory study. Protocol for conduct of a non-clinical laboratory study. It has two topics, protocol and conduct of a non-clinical study. First one, protocol, then conduct of a non-clinical study. The purpose of conduct of a non-clinical study and what are the protocols are required. Coming to the protocol, what are the parameters a protocol has? Means identification, title and statement of purpose, identification, title and statement of purpose, identification of test or control items. This is everything in good laboratory practices. Identification, title and statement of purpose, identification of test or control items, then names and address of the sponsor, test facility and test site. Names and address of the sponsor, test facility and test site. Then name of the study director and other personnel. Then proposed dates of research. Then justification for selection of the test system. Justification for selection of the test system. Then description of the test system. Description. Then experimental design. So a protocol for conduct of a non-clinical laboratory study comprises of these 9 parameters. Coming to conduct of a non-clinical laboratory study. The study shall be conducted in accordance with the protocol. Study shall be conducted in accordance with the protocol. Information of the specimens should be present on the container to avoid error in recording and storage of data. Information of the specimens. Specimens means whatever sample or container, whatever accessory you are using in non-clinical study. So information of the specimen should be present on the container to avoid error in recording and storage of data. Then all the data generated shall be recorded directly, promptly and legibly by ink. All the data generated shall be recorded directly, promptly and legibly by ink. This point should be noted even during your practicals. You cannot write your reports with pencil. You need to mention directly whatever result you have obtained with pen only, with ink. So that we can avoid manipulations. Okay. The need directly, promptly and legibly by ink. Neat writing of data must be there. So these are the 3 aspects of conduct of a non-clinical laboratory study. Coming to records and reports. Records and reports include reporting of non-clinical laboratory results. Reporting of non-clinical laboratory results. Then storage, retrieval and retention of records and data. Storage, retrieval and retention of records and data. And let's discuss about reporting of non-clinical laboratory results. Reporting of non-clinical laboratory results. A final report shall contain information on sponsor and test facility, information on sponsor and test facility, experimental starting and completion dates, experimental starting and completion dates, objectives and procedures stated in protocol, including the changes in protocol, then description of materials and test methods, a quality assurance program statement, a quality assurance program statement, then storage. It includes specimens, reference items, raw data and final report. A final report should contain what are the parameters? Information on sponsor and test facility, experimental starting and completion dates, objectives and procedures stated in protocol, including the changes in protocol, description of materials and test methods, a quality assurance program statement, storage. Storage includes specimens, reference items, raw data and final report. Storage, retrieval and retention of records and data comprises of archives should be there for orderly storage and expedient of all raw data, documentation, protocols, specimens and final reports. Archives under storage, retrieval and retention of records and data. Archives should be there for orderly storage and expedient of all raw data, documentation, protocols, specimens and final reports. Then index of materials retained. Then master schedule sheet, copies of protocols and records of quality assurance inspections shall be maintained by quality assurance unit. Wet specimens and samples of test and control articles shall be retained until the quality of preparation affords evaluation. Wet specimens and samples of test and control articles shall be retained until the quality of preparation affords evaluation. If any study plan is disposed of before expiry, the reason to be justified and documented. And these are the aspects under storage, retrieval and retention of records and data. And with these contents, we are coming to the end of today's class. In the next class, we will be seeing the last part of good laboratory practices. Thank you all for patient listening.